Okay, so let's just get right into it. If you've been firing off resumes into the void and just hearing crickets, this is for you. We're going to look at one tiny AI trick that could honestly change the game. We're talking about turning those boring, everyday duties into phrases that actually get you interviews.
Just let that sink in for a minute. No new skills, no faking experience, nothing like that. The only thing that changed was the wording, and all of a sudden, the phone starts ringing. That's the powerful idea we're digging into today.
You know, the big secret here isn't about making stuff up or exaggerating what you did. Not at all. It's about taking the real experience you already have and just framing it in a way that makes a recruiter stop scrolling and go, okay, wait a minute, I need to talk to this person.
So, does this sound familiar? You know you're qualified for the job. You've got the skills. But when you read your own resume, it just feels a little, I don't know, flat, kind of robotic, especially if you're looking for roles in warehouses or retail or customer service. Well, if you're nodding along right now, you are in the perfect place. All right, let's get to the heart of it. Why do so many resumes fail? Honestly, for most people, it's not the font or the layout. The biggest weakness, the thing that gets you put in the no pile, is almost always the bullet points. They're the first thing a recruiter sees, and they're usually the weakest part.
And this right here, this shows the huge disconnect. On the left, you've got these phrases that, yeah, they're true, but they're so boring. I worked at a warehouse. So what? But look at the right. That's what recruiters are desperately scanning for. Impact, clarity, results. They need to see what you achieved, not just a list of things you did.
And this is exactly where AI comes into play. But, and this is a big but, we have to give it a very, very specific mission. We are not going to ask it to do anything big and complicated. We're going to give it one single focused job. And that right there is the key to getting amazing results instead of just weird, generic nonsense.
So this is the trap most people fall into, right? They open up an AI tool and say, write my resume, or give me career advice. That's way too big. The AI gets confused, you get bad results. Nope, we are only using it for one thing and one thing only, to take our weak, boring bullet points and make them strong. That's it. Simple.
Okay, enough theory. Let's actually see this thing in action. I'm going to walk you through a real example step by step so you can see for yourself how incredible this transformation can be. Just listen to how that sounds. Responsible for packing items in warehouse. Ugh, it's so passive. It's boring. It tells the recruiter pretty much nothing. This is the kind of bullet point that makes your resume instantly forgettable. Okay, now here it is. This is the magic prompt. We're giving the AI a super specific command. First, we tell it the exact job role, warehouse associate. Next, we tell it the vibe we want, professional and action-focused. Then, here's the key ingredient. We say ATS-friendly. That's for the robots, the applicant tracking systems that scan your resume first. And finally, we give it a length limit and our original weak bullet.
And boom, just look at that difference. It's active, it's packed with details. It shows skills like accuracy and efficiency without even having to list them. It paints a picture. Now that is a sentence that makes someone want to learn more.
I mean, seeing them side by side like this is just brilliant. It's the same job. It's the same person with the same experience. Nothing has changed except the words we're using to describe it. And that, my friends, is what gets you the interview. Let's do another one, quick. Here's a super common and super weak bullet you see on retail resumes all the time. Helped customers in store. Again, it's true, but it's not doing you any favors. So we use the exact same formula. We tell it the role, retail associate. This time we ask it to focus on key skills like customer service and problem solving. Then we just pop in our old bullet and let the magic happen.
And there you go. It's clean, it's professional, and it highlights way more skills in just one sentence. It takes helped customers and turns it into a powerful statement about your value as an employee. So much better.
Okay, before we finish up, I have to give you one really, really important warning. This is honestly the most critical part of this entire thing, so please listen up.
This is the #1 rule, the golden rule. You must never, ever, ever use a bullet point that isn't 100% true. Think of the AI like a thesaurus on steroids. It's there to help you find better words, not to invent a better reality. Always, always read what it gives you and ask yourself, is this an accurate description of what I actually did? Honesty is everything. So, we've just seen how powerful AI can be when you give it one small, focused task.
right? It took a totally forgettable sentence and made it interview-worthy. And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other small, annoying jobs in your life, what other tedious tasks could be totally perfected using this same focused approach? That's definitely something to think about.